Good morning, friends. So today we're going to talk about how much it costs to start a hot dog cart business. But first, I need some coffee. All right, kids, let's rock and roll here. So how much does it cost to start a hot dog cart? There's like three main things that you're going to need to be able to actually get on the road, get legal. That's going to be the hot dog cart itself. It's gonna be your licensing and your permits and your business insurance. Those three things are must-haves. And then of course you're gonna need your supplies. You're gonna need the actual wieners so you can sell them. So we're gonna break down all the costs so that you know the hidden costs, little things you might not think about. I'm going through it right now, so I can definitely tell you from experience what all I'm having to spend. Let's go. Okay, so let's start with the first and the most obvious expense, which is the hot dog cart itself. You can either buy one new. Those gonna cost you around like $2,500 to $6,000. You can buy one used, like off Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Those are gonna run you anywhere from $1,500 to $4,000. Or you could do a DIY build. If you do a DIY build, you have to be very careful because the health inspection, the inspector is gonna come out and it has to pass inspection, and that's a lot harder to do on a homemade cart than if you were to buy one used that's already been ran before or one that is new. Okay, so let's talk about some quick pros and cons of each one of those options. So buying a new hot dog cart, of course, the pros, it's gonna come clean, shiny, fully functional, and it's gonna be compliant with most health department regulations. There's usually no hidden damage, no wear and tear, and you will usually have a warranty. These are customizable. You can order your cart to your standards and based off your menu and what you wanna sell. And who doesn't want a brand new shiny cart? I mean, come on. So some of the cons, these are gonna be more expensive depending on the features. They can run up, up over $6,000. The lead time, they may take weeks or months to be built and shipped out to you. And then of course they're gonna depreciate as soon as you pull it off the lot. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of buying a used cart. Pros are they're usually cheaper. Like I said, I paid $3,000 for mine and I got a ton of extras. So you can sometimes get a really good deal. It's quicker to get started. So usually after you get your licensing and permits, you're ready to hit the road, which could legit be as quick as a week if you really hustled. And they're already approved in some areas. So like with my hot dog cart, I bought it in Florida. It has been recently ran in Florida, so it's already licensed in Florida. I just have to do a change of ownership. So for my cart, it's really simple to get on the road because it's already been working before. Some of the cons to a used hot dog cart is they can have rust, leaks, non-working parts, and of course you're stuck with whatever design choices on it. Now for a DIY build. So some of the pros is you can do it a lot cheaper, anywhere from $800 to $2,000. You'll understand how everything works, so if you need to fix something, you can totally fix it on your own. So which option is right for you? Let me know in the comments. Are you going to buy it new because you have the budget and you want something new and shiny? Are you gonna buy it used because you're on a budget and you wanna start quickly? Or are you a handyman and you want to DIY? Let me know. Okay, so now let's move on to the next step, which is going to be the licensing and the permits. So step one, you're going to want to get your business license. I just got mine. It was $130 through the state of Florida. So that is the first step, is you want to get your business license. You're going to need a food handler's permit. That's about 15 to 20 bucks. You go to, there's a website called ServSafe, ServSafe, servesafe.com. You can go get your food handler's license there. You're gonna need your mobile food vending license. I am at this step now. So you have to apply with the state, whatever state you're in, as a mobile food vending service. My cost is $147 for a half year and like $350 for the full year. Before I could do that, I had to find a commissary kitchen, which is another step. You will need a kitchen to where you can prep your food, dump your water, get clean water. I'm doing this because a lot of people don't actually use the commissary, why can't I say this word? I don't know. They don't actually use it. But you have to have it on the paperwork. So I recently just found a restaurant owner. I reached out to him like, hey, would you mind if I use your kitchen, blah, blah. He said, yes. I meet with him on Friday. He's gonna sign the paperwork for me. And then I'll be able to apply for the mobile food vending permit. So that's my next step, and that's where I'm at now. After that, the next step is gonna be to get the health inspection. So I will call them, I'll say, hey, I'm ready, come out, check my cart. That's gonna be scary. So I have to have, you know, your water has to run, your water has to get hot, you have to be able to keep the food warm and cold. So that will be next for me on my journey. And that's gonna cost anywhere from $100 to $500. $500 is on the way high end. I'm thinking around $200 for that. Also, some people may have to pay for the commissary kitchen. You can rent a commissary kitchen, or if you know someone that has a restaurant, that's the way to go. If you do have to pay for that, you can expect anywhere from like, I don't know, like $150 to $500 a month. I know that's crazy, but different places are gonna obviously charge more. Okay, so next step is gonna be business insurance. This is like cheap and easy. I love Next Insurance. I'm not sponsored by them, I just love them. I've used them for my small businesses that I've had along the way. So next.com. I just got a quote for the hot dog cart business. It's gonna be like $30 per month. You definitely wanna have insurance because if you wanna work any events or anything like that, a lot of people are gonna require you to have insurance to step foot on their property. So definitely get the insurance. Some other companies, there's Byberg, Next Insurance, and there's some other more. If you want some more ideas, comment below, and once I get my brain working, I'll put them in the comments for you guys. Okay, so those are the 3 main things that you are gonna need to even get on the road. After those are taken care of, you're gonna need your supplies, your hot dogs, your chips, your buns, your ketchup, all of those supplies. I would plan for $500 to $1,000 for your food supplies that you're gonna need so that you can sell on your very first day. But before all of that, you wanna land your branding, your marketing. What's your name? You already have your name if you've been licensed, but what's your brand gonna be? What's your logo gonna be? What's your colors, you know, things like that. So that's super important to me, and that's something that I enjoy doing a ton of. If you ever need help with that, comment below, let's work together, and I'll guide you on how to work on like logos, branding, colors, things like that. So your marketing materials, and also your menu. Menu is huge. What are you gonna charge? What are you gonna offer? What are you gonna name it? So that's a huge project that actually I've been working on. I'll probably do a video on that as well. But you're gonna need your menu, marketing supplies, and you're gonna need to get these things printed. So that's another expense, I would say $200 to $300 for marketing. Okay, so some of the other supplies that you're gonna need is like your propane tank. You need at least, I would get 2, but you need at least 1 depending on your cart. You're gonna need your cooking utensils, your tongs, your ladles to scoop your chili and cheese, your napkins, if you use foil or if you use the little holders, you're gonna need all of those. So I would definitely put aside like $200 to $300 for that. 300 is on the max. You could probably swing it with 100 if you're trying to be cheap, but 200 to 300 is comfortable, so you could stock up and have your first little stockpile. So I think that pretty much covers all of the startup costs that are necessary to get on the road. So basically you're looking at, like on the low end, anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000. I personally think I'm gonna be sitting at about $5,000 when it's all said and done. If you want to go, you know, on the higher end, you're looking at like $5,000 to $10,000 if you wanna get like a nicer setup and elaborate tables and menus and things like that. So I would say average $5,000, what it's gonna take to start a hot dog cart business. Let me know in the comments, do you already run a hot dog cart business? What did it take you to get started? And definitely please hit like and subscribe so you can see my next videos. Have a great day.